Hi, it's your boy Eric Carthage at the remember them post game reports back in the days? Well, guess what this is? It's the postseason report. Now, from what I understand, we took out LA. We wasn't really supposed to take out LA. They were supposed to take us out at the very last minute. You know what I mean? For some reason, I'm starting to notice that that seems to be a little bit of a trend. They wait till that last minute and they capitalize. Only really good teams do that. So, the Cubs, you could say they're a cursed team. You could say they're a cursed team. I think they're one of the best teams in the National League. They have a chance to take the pennant next year. You know what I mean? They definitely have a chance to take the pennant next year. We just happened to be in the way and caught them off guard because they took out the goddamn Cardinals. I can't stand the Cardinals. I'm just going to be real with you. They took us out in 2006. They've been like that problem for a good while. I'm not a big fan of them. All right, I'm just gonna keep it real. They're one of the illest teams ever. Next to the Giants or what have you. The Phillies ain't shit anymore. But it seemed like they took all the Phillies that we didn't like and brought them on the Dodgers, and that made them a lot more successful. Shout outs to Justin Turner. He seems like he got a new niche. But we managed to take them out, and boom, we're in the next round sweeping motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's just we got to be careful of like sweeping people and thinking we can't be touched. You know what I mean? Can't be touched. We could have damn sure took this to a game six. I wanted to see a game six. I wanted them to celebrate in Kansas City. They ended up celebrating here. At the same time, you got to look at it this way. They Kansas City. They City Field. They're working their ass off. Kansas City. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Kansas City. I will say this: they was just in the World Series last year. You got to remember that. So for somebody to go all the way up there again and deal with the Mets, it's like we was in trouble for a good minute. We was in trouble, and I mean, there's plenty of people you want to blame. I would blame Daniel Murphy in a heartbeat. At the same time, it's like he got us there, so it's like why hurt him when we get there and then he loses. It'll be worse if he didn't if he did all that and then had to hit those home runs. But he got like about 7 home runs in the postseason. It's actually a record. You know what I mean? He's set a record. You know what I mean? We went in there. We went to this postseason. We set some records. You know what I mean? Matt Harvey, you're always my favorite pitcher. Don't let him beat you down over that shit. He had lots of controversy circling him about his pitch counts and all this other stuff, innings he can do. And, at the end of the day, I think Matt Harvey loves to pitch, all right? He loves that part of the game. He's mastered that art to a certain level where, guess what? He's in the postseason. You know what I mean? He made it 9 innings. Almost. Like eight and a half. Right. 8-0. He could have easily just let the starter, the whatchamacallit, the closer do his thing. They might have been shaky. I mean, you never know what the hell could have been happening. I think Matt Harvey was really ready, but it's just having not pitched until the ninth inning in so long. It was difficult. It was difficult. I can't blame him for 2 pitches. You know what I mean? I can't blame him for those 2 pitches. Somebody got on base. I think he should have stayed in and at least got another out. You know what I mean? That's what my honest opinion is, and that's just because I love him. At the end of the day, you are supposed to keep things professional and let the other pitchers handle it. But if the other pitchers would have fucked it up as many times as they have, it would have been a problem. All right, as many times as they've done it, they've done it a lot. Like there was so many times Matt Harvey had the game like wide open, and they like, you know what I mean? No offense to them. I like Familia. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. He might be a little overrated, but you know what? Guess what? He has a lot of saves on his resume, and he's gonna take that in his belt to next year. You know what I mean? He's probably gonna be a lot better next year too. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. David Wright, he wasn't even supposed to be in the lineup. You know what I mean? But he fought back and made sure he made his presence known. Lucas Duda, like, I can get that. Listen, your nerves is gonna get to you. when you're in those type of situations, and you just gotta let. I just kind of gotta let duda slide. You know, your nerves are gonna get to you. It's Harvey. It's the playoffs. It's the World Series. You missed that throw, you're dead meat, and he missed the fucking throw. He tried to make it look too easy, and went that way. You know what I mean? Travis Giarno, he's never seen the postseason in his life. You know what I mean? He handled his goddamn business. Then like Michael Conforto is another one. Rookie of the goddamn year, maybe. You know, but he did his thing too. My biggest revelation was fucking Curtis Granderson. I didn't know he was that hungry. Like the dude's hungry. Like if there's anybody we need to worry about re-signing right now, it's that motherfucker right there. He's consistent. He's at the top of the order. He ain't failed me yet. He didn't fail Harvey either, and that's my player of the motherfucking World Series right now, Curtis Granderson, Pisces representing. I mean, another thing too. Terry Collins is one of the best coaches ever. If you got a problem with Terry Collins, I think you got a fucking problem with me, man. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about Terry Collins anymore. I think, who else is there? Anybody notable? Wilmer Flores? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Cespedes, I mean, Cespedes got too much attention. I think that's what it was. Cespedes got too much attention, then he started, you know, like, what's going to happen next year? Are they going to have the money? Are they not going to have the money? Am I worth the money? You know, every player goes through that. Am I worth it? You know, what am I worth? Like, what is the other team's going to give me? I'm sure him and Daniel Murphy is going to get a lot of good offers. A lot of qualifying offers. A lot of astro-fucking-nomical offers. But I think they're going to want to be a Met, and they might have to take that discount, considering we made it to the fucking World Series and you fucked up. Anyway, I mean, I know Cespedes is definitely not taking a motherfucking page rob. You know, he's money. That dude got gold chains all over the place. But you know what? I'm glad he was here. If it wasn't for him and Murphy, I don't think we'd be looking at a World Series right now. That's just my honest opinion. You know, same shit goes for, you know, Jacob degrom. You know what I mean? Jacob degrom, he's a stud. He's a stud. There's nothing you can do about him. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about him. He's here, and he's pitching, and he's got like I see like the next, you know, like, you think the Giant staff is pretty good. I see like something way iller being incubated over this World Series loss. You know what I'm saying? This World Series loss is teaching everybody. Everybody's at home right now, because we didn't have to be traveling all the way from fucking Kansas City to come back home and be like, damn, we lost. No, we're home. Okay. I could just jump in my bed. These motherfuckers are going to be like, party. All over Kansas City is a party, and they're just going to have to deal with that. You know, they're not going to get much rest for the next, like, month or year. They're not going to be as good next year. So they can forget about getting back to the next World Series. If they pull that off, I hope the Mets are the ones that beat them. I know that. You know, that's just me. That's just me as a Met fan. Like, they just gonna have to deal with that. But yo, congratulations. Champagne's on City Field. You know what I mean? Whatever. Good job getting back to the World Series and taking it all the way. Kansas City needed it for a much longer time than the Mets did. And you know what? More props to them. I'm gonna leave it at that. See you next year in the World Series. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Years and years and years of me acting like Jim Brewer. Now you got the white Jim Brewer. We got the white Crazy E. You know what I mean? Doing the Jim Brewer thing. You know, listen, Jim Brewer. I'm giving him a shout out because, you know, I always wanted to see somebody do like their Mets post game, you know, stuff. So I'm glad that he took that and housed it, and he's the shit now. You know, it's funny as hell. You got to check him out. I recommend you check out some Jim Brewer if you're a Met fan. So, anyway, that's it. I'm done. The city sleeps, but it's sleeping with one eye open. You know? Peace.